Hello everyone, this is Shahriyar Ashfaq from Computer Science Department Section 2B. So the topic of our poster presentation is World After 30 Years. It is hard to say what the world would look like 30 years from now. One thing is for sure, it will be different both in aspects and values. People will behave differently, and due to impressive advancement of technology, who knows what might be possible after 3 decades? One important question is the direction in which the world is going to. I believe that it would be a better place with less conflicts. Architects and technology promises us a great world in 2050, but our generation would be probably too old to enjoy all of these. Every statistical data shows that we are on a continuous growing regarding technology, on a continuous change. Most probably for 2050, every citizen would want to live in a big city, would have a car that has no need to learn driving because it can run without your help, like self-driving cars, which is the future. The internet would be everywhere. Starlink project by Elon Musk is the beginning. AI will dominate the world. Home, probably we would have a robot that would be our best friend, because it is probable it would be able to clean the house and wait us with dinner ready. The shopping on the internet would be used more like nowadays, with a lot of new possibilities like smell of the product or even try on clothes using different integrated applications. The process of digitalization will continue until elements such as papers, books, and even money will become unnecessary. The world will the world will go through a few more changes by giving up such things due to the fact that they become obsolete. Another good part of our future world is the use of energy. A few years ago, people started to use wind energy, and for the future, taking it into consideration the fact that using this type of energy will grow, the action could lead to no gas emissions and pollutants, thus not producing waste and spending less use of alternate sources of energy. The only problem with wind energy is the fact that this energy is limited because it depends on the speed of wind and its value, which varies on geographical terms. Solar energy is the future, and preparing a battery with almost no losses in transfer of energy will be a deal breaker in energy sector. Our home roofs and walls will produce electricity. Tesla Powerwalls and Tesla Solar is the example, but these are too expensive and limited in today's world. Other developments could be made in health system. For sure, this is important part of our life. So scientists would probably find new solutions for healthy and longer life, and for new maladies that affect society we live in today. Implants, prosthetic body parts will be available easily. Our everyday activities would probably be easier on account of technology. Hopefully, we will have more time to spend with our loved ones, because our phones could be set to call and send text messages to the people we want to communicate with. Robots would cook us fried potatoes or stretch our washed clothes. Now, coming to the dangerous part. At the rate we are going, I believe that in 2 or 3 decades we are going to destroy a significant part of our planet, making many species of animals and plants extinct, and also causing the death of some cultures and civilizations. I imagine after, if not several, world wars, where many small countries will be conquered by the most powerful ones, or several countries will unite in order to have a better protection. The rush of power and world dominance will be at its peak, and inequality and modern slavery will reach unimaginable levels. My 2050 world is an apocalyptic world, being very close to completely destroying our home for good, with very small to none chances of being possible to live on it anymore. Therefore, in this case, leaving our planet would be not a fantasy anymore, but the only chance to human survival. Space traveling will be as normal as 2020's traveling to other countries. But due to development of technology, it would be easier. We will travel to other planets, asteroids, or stars and settle where we like or where we can afford. And it's not possible for these places to be already inhabited by other creatures. And when this happens, we are faced with only two options. Are we going to live with them peacefully, or are we going to conquer them and force them to accept us? The problem of healthy food would definitely be another issue of the future. If everyone would live in big cities surrounded by technology, who will care about agriculture? Probably the next generation will eat unhygienic food prepared in laboratories. Climatic changes, globalizations, and other effects of not recycling would affect our modern society. Most probably, all these bad things of a modern society would have a lot of negative effects in time. What if the world arrives in the point of lose natural resources like water? This must be possible if we don't care of what we currently have. For example, there are a lot of endangered animals for which we need to preserve the natural ecosystem. Another big issue is the deforestation problem. If we destroy all the forest because we need wood, where will the clear oxygen go? Where would wild animals, birds, and other small creatures live? The pollution also would be increased because of the big number of cars, factories, or who knows, maybe small airplanes for everyone who can afford them, or other vehicles which will create pollutions. The pollution is the big problem of our days, and thinking for the future years, I don't even want to imagine how the world look if such an issue would grow bigger. But I am afraid of while lacking clean air, there is a great possibility of getting sick or even dying because of pollution. The overpopulation of the cities for sure would attack the appearance of the new diseases and epidemics. As I mentioned above, certainly something will happen in the future, either bad or good things. We as a people have to wait and see, evolve in the same time as the time does. Thank you.